we are back round 2 on the cards. We have Jack on the left, Daily Pops on the right. Jack running 3-colour Cat 8, I believe. I hope that's right, but I believe that's why he's running earlier.
We do know that the man loves Cat 8.
He does, and Dale, as usual, running his Warriors of Light. Mainly centred around Refia and bottom-in stuff and all those sort of shenanigans.
Lots of people still running their staple decks. This is like the new Dale staple, I feel.
Yeah.
I've seen him play this deck so much and he pilots it so well.
Dale, don't do that. Don't adjust my mats.
We spent a good 3 minutes sorting those mats out at the start of the day.
I know, and now it all looks out of whack. I'm joking, it's fine. Just go.
Give him the thumbs up
when you're ready. That's fine.
I'm going to chow down into my burger.
Massive burger in your hand,
Massive
mate.
burger.
Massive. What have you got?
This is the peppercorn steak burger they're doing for the pub classics this month.
Freya putting on an absolute show up at the
And
cafe.
it is delightful.
So, question from Paul in the chat there. How does it feel sat next to a cheetah? If I'm honest, feels a little disgusting. I feel slightly dirty.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know, some people just get away with murder sometimes, you know.
It should, yeah.
Yeah.
I go with murder at work as well.
I'm not gonna.
No, it was.
That.
Yeah, no, we obviously it was a ruling dispute on the. I thought the Queen red when she attacks, she gains his abilities. My fault for not reading the card, but Gareth, being the gent that he was, let me take it back.
And then you stole the game from me.
Oh, 100% stole the game. Gareth deserved to win that game. And Gareth definitely does, because that Cadets deck was actually really good.
It's really good,
I really liked
it.
it.
It's so close to being, like, it needs 1 or 2 sort of cards that do specific things, and I think it's right there, you know. But, in the meantime, Warriors of Light, Dale has exploded with his colours already, with the wind, water, fire on the board, including already 2 Warriors of Light.
He is just 1 Earth away from having that Warrior of Light online. Damn.
But we do see in his break there that...
Is he empty-handed now, though?
Yeah, empty-handed, but the Warrior of Light is gone, the Bash is gone, Refia is gone as well, and a mysterious 4th card I can't quite make out there. But, yeah. Jack going to try and respond with President Shinra, and Jacko is dropping food everywhere.
I definitely did not just spill lettuce down my lap.
You come onto the stream and all you do...
Nom 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 nom.
So, President Shinra, I do know that Jack is running Cisne in the deck, which he's got there. Now, that was a spoiler for us two sets ago now. Real cool card, because of the Shuriken counters.
I feel like he's just running this as an extra colour fixer. Obviously, the deck is heavily reliant on the Kramer, but the no way of searching the Kramer is the big thing that's limiting this deck right now.
Yeah, exactly. But Jack up to 2, colours pretty much fixed, does have the counter on the Cisne, so he does have a Dollar Freeze as and when he needs it.
And Dale, I didn't see what he drew, but it looks like he drew dead because it was just a draw and pass.
That's sad. That is very sad. Well, this could be an opening that Jack might need here. Unless by some cruel and twisted joke Dale has a Amaterasu that he sat on there and is just going to blow that out once he needs it.
It would be a mighty fine top deck.
It would. You are making a right mess there, mate.
I'm so glad the commentator camera's off.
I mean, I have accidentally turned that camera on before on Kiddie, so, you know, I could
Accidentally.
do that. Oh, yeah.
Accidentally.
See, they couldn't see that at home.
Now who's sat next to a liar?
The air quotes. Accidentally.
Yeah, this is delightful, but I'm making a bloody mess. Okay, so Renoa coming down, searching the Irvine, nice. Start ripping out some of these cards in Dale's break zone. Save himself. Watch Jack play the Irvine now, rip all 4 cards out, and then Dale hit a coup Sith or something.
Well, that would be great to see, because we do know that Dale has obviously got quite a lot of EX bursts in the deck. This one, on average, I think was 22, roughly, for these sort of multi-element things. But I think I call it... Oh, that's just... that is cruel.
Get
Irvine
good.
Going down. No removals for Jack there. That is absolutely brutal. But some might say that there were 3 active backups, including fire, and someone might have seen that coming. And even now, we're just... Oh, and there's a rug.
Wow.
Oh, my God. This could be over just by these little plays alone.
I feel like this... double Sephiroth!
Oh, no!
Suck it down!
Oh, no! Oh, no!
Good. Giving the Zidane what it deserves.
Yeah, now I think... Well, you've got the CP there. Jack, pull the trigger. Kill that Zidane with glee on your face. Because...
Yeah, I do think you got to do it now, just in case Dale draws an Amaterasu.
Yeah, he does have that one CP
Dale
up.
could have an Amaterasu here, but Dale has to have an Amaterasu and fire CP. Whereas if you wait a turn, then you're more likely to hit the Amaterasu and he can spare for backups.
Yeah, and the Zidane will attempt to rip it as well, which is never a good thing.
Chat calling me out for shouting "suck it, Dale" really loudly. Yeah, it's all in good jest. I hoped he would hear me for that one, but if he did, he chose to ignore me, and rightly so, because he did not deserve that outcry from me.
Yeah, so
I just hate Zidane. I'd just like to see it get it. It's just cause.
Yeah, and as much as we try and stay impartial, sometimes you sat watching Sammy Naj play the game. So love you, Sammy. But Jack here not going with the Sephiroth. Is he going to wait for the attack trigger, perhaps?
Well, I guess he can freeze the Zidane with the Zeromus, so it saves him from the Zeromus attacking next turn, but...
I still think I would have preferred a just get rid of it now sort of situation. I think sort of taking the long play might be a mistake. But instead he's going to play a Vincent. Okay, so we're not seeing the Sephiroth at all.
I guess the Zeromus, you're hoping is going to keep this Zidane down for good. But the second Dale gets an answer, or like an Amaterasu, could easily just undo the Zeromus and then you're back to square one with the Zidane.
Yeah, now looking at his hand there though, I believe we got the Ingus backup, King Tycoon again, a Bash, and the 6-drop Leviathan.
The only thing Dale can play is the Ingus. His backups are frozen.
Yeah. And you're going to have to discard the Bash for that as well, which is pretty harsh.
It is harsh, but it sets Dale up to play a Warrior of Light now.
It does, but I think this also lets Jack play a little bit more freely without having the sort of threat of Amaterasu over his head, so that's pretty nice.
Alright, let's see what answers Jack's got now. Dale's wife.
Mrs. Dale in the chat, thank you for joining us, appreciate it. Yeah, sorry. But
so actually, fair point then. So surely you should agree with my second Dale. No, kidding. Just kidding. We love it when the partners tune in.
Yeah.
Mrs. Reese is normally in chat. Now we've got Mrs. Dale.
Yeah, that's funny. Welcome. Appreciate you tuning in. Love it. Now,
I didn't horrendous glare, so did not see what that was.
Apologies on that one, guys. Sadly, the light is just in the wrong place for damage 1 and 2 on Dale's side, I believe.
Okay, that was an FFL set, the one that lets you search for 2 warriors. Like,
now we are gonna try and keep the fire CP down here. I like this play by Jack.
Wait, so he's freezing the fire CP with Zeromus, not the Zidane.
Well,
okay, interesting. I mean, fair enough.
Or was it from the Vincent, actually?
Does the Vincent freeze when it attacks?
No, I think it's a tap
It must be from the Zeromus, but at the end of the day, it was the right call.
No. Choose one character, freeze it on the Vincent. So.
Oh, he did the tap effect, didn't attack.
And I don't hate keeping the fire down.
No, 100%, and actually was the right call because Dale drew the Warrior of Light.
Yeah.
Big brain plays from our boy Jack here.
Yeah, Jack fighting from every underdog seed you could possibly think of against the big bad Dale right now.
Yeah. Dale searching for an answer here. He's got a Mist Dragon that's not going to do too much.
No.
Is that a Tyro as his other card? So maybe we see Tyro come down here?
Yeah, I think you could probably get rid of the 6-drop Leviathan from hand easy enough. And if it is a Sarah FFL potentially in hand,
Do you then go for Refia and try and get reactivations on your Warriors of Light now?
Why did he get rid of the Mist Dragon and not keep... I think the Leviathan would have been the right discard there.
But I think he may just discard the Leviathan now anyway to play Refia. And then Refia's going to untap his Warriors of Light.
Yeah, that's a very good point.
Which is going to be a nice answer for this Zeromus.
Yeah, because he'll have 4 on the board then, and he'll be able to bottom that right away.
The Refia, is it both attack phases that you get the reactivation, or only your own?
Let's have a look.
Regardless, it makes life a little bit easier.
So,
of the attack phase. So it's on both turns. So this Refia is going to be a really nice answer to this Zeromus. He's taking a long, hard time to think about it.
No, at the beginning of the attack phase during each of your turns.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Reading half a sentence there. Fine, but regardless, I think Refia is still a reasonable shout here, because then you'll be able to bottom something with the Refia, Lena, Lunith, Ingus.
Yeah, absolutely, and the Zeromus going to bottom here could really hurt Jack.
Yeah.
So Jack's going to need an answer quick, and with not a lot in his hand, I think I see a Squall and a mystery card I didn't see there. So
problem is Jack's 5 CP short of playing this Squall.
Yeah, absolutely. Triggering the X-Burst as well, Lena, could be an issue. But
let's just see. This is now our second copy of Refia that we've seen. Probably going to see it come down now. I imagine he'll probably try and keep the Warrior of Light in hand and get rid of the Leviathan.
You would like to think so, because in theory that could be played next turn.
Wait, hang on a sec. Has he just paid 1 CP for that Refia?
I believe so, yeah. You might want to...
Okay.
Yeah. God, fighting an underdog and he's still dropping wrong cards. There you go, Dale. Well done. Oh, cheetah pumpkin eaters over here. No, it was a good catch there, Jacko.
What can I say? It takes a cheater to know a cheater.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. Now, so we had the reactivation, gone to main phase 2, played the...
Warrior of Light?
Yeah. So now Jack facing some nastiness here.
Okay, well, we're going to get the doll from the Zeromus now.
Oh yeah, Dale passed without realising. Jack throwing every bit that he can at Dale, trying to make a stick. I mean, you've missed out on your attack triggers. Dulling for 5k isn't really going to help either.
But I guess it bottoms the Zeromus.
Yeah, you got to do that before end of turn, otherwise, yeah. I mean, you're losing them for nothing at that point, right?
Having a think now, but yeah, I think the Zeromus is the one that has to go here.
Yeah, I think this is fine. This is where Jack just plays the one that he's got in his hand. I don't know if he's got one in his hand. It'd be funny if he did, though.
Yeah. There is a line in our midst.
Yeah, if you're hearing some roars in the background there, some guys playing D&D, not far from us.
Yeah. I think Dale was thinking about having to tap the Warrior of Light. I think he's realising that Jack has basically let him go back to the end of main phase 2.
These gentlemanly gestures amongst players up in here, that's almost enough to warm my ice-cold heart.
Yeah, upstanding players all round.
Yeah.
And also, at the same time, I feel we're of the mindset here that if there was a big tournament on the horizon, we're pretty hot on these rulings just to make sure everyone's well on top of things, but there's nothing really brewing, especially not for this set. So I think everyone's just in a chill. Everyone just wants to have good games.
Yeah, I mean, I'm to be honest quite surprised we got such a room full of people. I think we're on 16. Gareth obviously not playing, and we lost 6 people upstairs playing 40k today.
Yeah.
So
So we've still got a solid 4 rounds of action.
So Jack taking a long hard think here. He's still got the Cisne to potentially stop the Zidane attacking next turn.
So he has got the Zeromus.
Oh, he did pull the Zeromus again.
But the issue is with the Zeromus is that you're still going to run into the same issue next turn. It's just going to get bottomed again.
Yeah, this is true. He needs some very straight up hard removal here, and I just don't think he has it. Because he
Seifer as well. Remind me again. So when it enters, you can remove some characters from your break zone or something, and then give it IF. And then you can, receive 1 damage. Choose a category and add to your hand. When you receive 1 damage, until end turn gain. Okay. So whenever you take a point of damage, you can buff something by 2k and give it a haste.
Now we're seeing Renoa back up on Jack's side, so his sort of forward options are limited there. I think he's playing Rugged Gene as his light options in this deck.
Yeah. Jack really missing a discard here. I think a discard would be really nice.
Ooh, okay.
So the Zermus is going to come down.
It's not damage 3 though, so it doesn't have haste. Not that would really matter.
No, but I feel like we get the Zidane. Yep, so the Zidane gets frozen here. And so the cards left in Jack's hand is got a Squall and I didn't quite catch the other card.
So
there's in response to the chat, there's no point in him freezing the Refia or the Warrior of Light because the Refia will reactivate both of those, whereas the Refia won't reactivate the Zidane because the Zidane does not have job Warrior of Light.
Yeah, exactly that. And as far as sort of your removal goes, you do want to get rid of the Refia sooner rather than later, but again, you're playing against Earth contingencies there where you can bring those back, so you need straight hard removal and potentially remove from the game.
Yeah, it's got 2 jobs, this Zidane. It's Tantalus Feast, but I feel like it's got another job as well.
For who now, sorry?
The Zidane. Does it sound like a...
Now you got me wondering.
Does it sound like road, like an... I feel like it's got like an assassin or something really... thief. Oh, of course, yeah. Tantalus member and thief. I said Tantalus Thief.
So you technically had half of it.
Yeah.
So we're probably going to see the bottom of Zermus again with the Refia effect.
Well, I feel like we're going to get a 5k first off the Warrior of Light.
Yeah.
Then tap your 3 Warrior of Light backups and Refia to bottom the Seifer, I guess.
Yeah, makes sense. He's not getting rid of the Vincent, so you don't need to tap it yet for the freeze.
And then looks like we're playing a Faris. So we're going to get a wipe here because this Faris is going to deal 1k to everything, and then 2 lots of 3k from the Refia and the Warrior of Light, and then there'd be a 3rd lot of 3k floating that can finish up the Zeramus.
Yeah. Now I think
so they're all going to die here.
Yeah, and you need to probably freeze the Zidane first before the Vincent goes, but we're not doing that.
Yeah, I think Jack's just missed that trigger, but yeah, he could have in response frozen the Zidane with the Vincent, seeing as it was going to go anyway.
Now we're gonna instead. I'm not sure I like this, using the Cisne to dull freeze the Warrior Light, but again the Refia is going to activate that next time.
I think I would have saved that dull and freeze for something else. I don't know if he's running it, but what Jack really needs now is he needs a what's it called? Ixion.
I don't think he's running it. If I remember off the top of my head, he's running Rama and the newer Odin.
Yeah,
so
he needs an Ixion here because that could answer the Zidane, Refia and Faris, which is about as good as a board wipe he's going to get in the elements that he's currently in.
The problem is, again, we see the Squall, but now that the Faris is there, that's a bad shout. Because anything you put out there is just going to see nothing but pain sent back your way. I think...
He's just going to play the Kyros.
So it gets a dull and freeze again.
I don't think it does.
Does it? Does it
no,
not?
it's when it enters from warp.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so we're not getting a dull and freeze.
Is not going to do anything, and I feel like it's about to swiftly get sent to the bottom of the deck.
We're just gonna see a lot of pingage.
Are we at the start of turn?
I believe so.
That War of Light is frozen.
Oh yes, good. Remember, man. You See this? He's just pulling out all the stops when he's slightly ahead. Jacko having none of it, gets his hands on the cards himself. Oh, just right in there, right across his face. I think it's just Dale being nervous, that's all.
Oh, no. This always happens. I've been on the other end of this many a time where I've dull froze something on someone's turn, and people always forget and try and reactivate it.
I always have to turn cards upside down so that I don't accidentally reactivate them.
No, that's fair enough. Okay, hit the Quista, so we'll look at the top 4, grab a top 4, top 5. I think it's top 5.
Funnily enough, he put that in there earlier because he was like, "Oh, I'll never mess with it." I'm like,
"Oh, you shouldn't have said that."
It's like the beginning of Casualty.
You shouldn't have said that.
It's like the beginning of Casualty. "Oh yeah, I'll be home safe, honey." I'm in hostel. So
right, so this score's gonna go. We're gonna get a draw.
I don't think that squall was a threat at all.
No, not at this stage.
He wasn't going to play it, and even if he did, the Faris is going to take some damage, as well as all the other warrior lights. Yeah,
and that is all she wrote.
Dale putting on a clinic there.
Yeah, a great early showing from Jack, but the power of the warrior lights proved too much in the end.
I think the sort of start of the downhill for me was Jack not playing the Sephiroth and killing the Sedan. I
agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
So
Jack should have got the message when I shouted, "Suck it, Dale."
It is what it is. But we will do a quick be right back. We will get Dale over here for a quick chat. Still 10 minutes on round 2, so we're probably looking at a few games yet. But as I say, we will be right back shortly with the interview.
Catching a few. Alrighty, and we are back with the winner of round 2, Dale. Congratulations on the win. I will also start by saying sorry for really loudly, aggressively shouting "Suck it, Dale" when he drew the second Sephiroth. Did you hear that?
No, I didn't. I heard loud shouting going on there. I was like,
when you didn't take the Sephiroth and then he drew another Sephiroth, I was like, "Yeah, suck it, Dale."
I had to get rid of that rugged.
Oh yeah. No, I agree. I just don't like Zidane. And I was like, yes. Vindication. So I even said, I was like, he'll draw a second Sephiroth, and he did. So, yeah.
Seeing 2 in there, I was like, well.
Yeah. But in the end,
I honestly thought he was going to play it.
We just had a chat about it. But at the end of the day, he didn't. He played the Zero Must, put some early pressure on. What was going through your minds? Because actually, Jack had some really nice heads-up playing at the start there, especially that turn when he chose to tap the Vincent to freeze your Earth, and then you drew the Warrior of Light. So, yeah, what was going through your mind at that point? Did you think you could get out of it? Or?
I thought I was a bit done. I need Refia right now.
Yeah.
I just need Refia. And I was about to go to find Refia the most convoluted way ever. I was about to Tyro into I was like, I'll do a point of damage and I'll Faris, I'll find Faris with a Tyro, and then I was looking for a longer plan. I was like, just get a Refia.
Or I could just Tyro and grab the Refia.
Just grab the Refia. I was like, don't do it.
Nice. Yeah, no, it's an interesting deck, Jack's one, but the Warrior of Lights one is one that we've seen you pilot many a times. Has it changed much, or are you quite set on this list for the past few weeks?
I'm pretty set on it at the moment. I've looked at some other ones that run the Une.
Okay.
Me and Paul have been talking about that a little bit. He was showing me one of the Japanese lists.
Yeah.
It looks interesting.
I know those guys are big on the Warrior of Lights.
Yeah,
they love it out there.
So I look for my tips from that.
Yeah, nice. I mean, it's a good place to learn. Good place to get some tips. But haven't tried the Une yet.
I haven't yet. No, I haven't done.
Where do you make space for that then? What do you think comes out?
Oh, I can't remember the list exactly. That's not my kind of style. I wouldn't have even thought about putting the Une there myself. But I guess you're dropping down some of the where am I running?
The thing is, you can't really drop down your Warrior of Light cards because I think you need as many of those as you can for the Refia and for the Faris things. And you had a really nice turn where you were able to get the Faris down and really cleanly just remove everything.
Yeah.
And with literally hitting the perfect numbers pretty much in all of them, which was really satisfying.
The Neo X deck probably comes out. It doesn't need to be in there.
Yeah, I was going to say, I found that a bit as well. I've been running him as a one-off in one of my decks, but as great as the card looks, and I think everyone really rated the card highly at the time because monsters was still a thing, but outside of the mono water monsters has kind of gone off the boil a bit.
Yeah.
It's only really the mono earth list that kind of still runs it, but
they're not too bad to deal with.
I only know one player running that at the moment, so you don't really run it just for that one matchup on that basis. So
it feels pointless. But that probably comes out. It probably comes out of the deck in general anyway, because do I really want to be losing 2 backups in a deck that relies on like 4 different colour backups?
Yeah, fair. So do you think this deck has legs for the next set, or do you... Because we're in this golden period now where there's nothing... We know there's no more tournaments coming between now and the next set dropping. So a lot of people are trying lots of different new decks, trying different things out. Is there anything that catches your eye, any decks you're like, oh, I actually want to give that a go? Or are you just like, man, I love Warriors of Light? I just love Warriors of Light.
I've always loved Warriors of Light. I've always found them really enjoyable.
Yeah.
They're always fun. They're cool looking cards. There's nothing that's really interesting at the moment.
Well, you're going to be getting a full-out version of that Refia as a legacy card in a couple of sets.
I've just Winter Cup. I just bought 3 of my Faris full-outs. And I see my wife is in chat. You can probably see that I just bought 3 Faris.
She was the one that called me out for shouting "suck it down," but I argue that she should have been on my side. Awesome. Okay, cool. Well, we'll let you cut a bit of a break before the next round starts. Good luck with the rest. Maybe we'll see you for the final. Maybe we'll get the draw, but we'll catch you guys in a bit.